I did push-ups every single day for 30 days, and by day 5, I already knew I made a mistake, not because push-ups are complicated, not because they require equipment, but because doing something simple every single day exposes your weaknesses faster than anything else. Day 1 felt easy, that's the trap. You start strong. Motivation is high. You tell yourself, this is nothing. I'll crush this challenge. I dropped down, knocked out my first set, and honestly, it felt good. Clean representatives, solid pace. I even added extra just to prove a point. But what I didn't realize was this wasn't about one workout, this was about consistency under fatigue. By day 2, I felt it, not pain. Not yet. Just tightness. My chest felt heavier, my triceps slightly sore. Still manageable. Still easy enough to ignore. Then day 3 hit, that's when things changed. I woke up and my upper body felt like it had been hit by a truck. Not the good soreness people talk about. This was different. Every push movement reminded me that I had to do it all over again, today, and that's the moment most people quit, because motivation disappears, and discipline hasn't fully kicked in yet. But I kept going. And this is where I made my first big mistake, that I thought doing more would get me faster results, so instead of pacing myself, I pushed harder, more representatives, more sets, more intensity. I wanted progress, immediately. Bad moved. By day 5. My performance dropped, not slightly. Significantly. Representatives that felt easy on day 1 suddenly felt heavy. My form started breaking down earlier. My arms were shaking halfway through sets I used to finish without thinking. That's when reality set in. Progress isn't linear, and pushing harder doesn't always mean improving faster, so I had to adjust. Instead of chasing numbers, I focused on consistency. Same time every day. Same structure. Controlled representatives, clean form, and no ego. Week 1 was about survival. Week 2 was where things started to shift. The soreness didn't disappear, but it changed. It became manageable. My body started adapting. Movements felt smoother. I wasn't fighting every rep anymore, but something else happened, that my mind started playing games. Because physically, I was improving, but mentally? It felt repetitive. Boring. Predictable, and that's another reason people fail these challenges, not because they can't do it, but because they lose interest. So I had to create variation, different hand positions, slower representatives, pauses at the bottom. Small changes that made the same movement feel new again, that kept me engaged, and more importantly, it kept me progressing. By week 3, the results started showing. Not dramatically. Not like those fake before and after transformations you see online. But enough to notice that my chest looked slightly fuller. My arms had more definition. My posture improved without me even thinking about it. But here's what surprised me the most, that it wasn't the physical changes, it was controlled to push-ups. Stopped feeling like effort, and started feeling like skill. That I could feel every rep, every muscle working together. My body became more efficient. That's when I realized something important. Strength isn't just about muscles, that it's about coordination, and push-ups force your entire body to work as one system. But just when things started improving, everything stalled. Week 3 plateau. No matter how hard I pushed, my representative stopped increasing. My endurance felt stuck. My progress slowed down, and this is where most people make their second big mistake. They quit right before the breakthrough, because progress isn't always visible. Sometimes your body is adapting internally before it shows externally. So instead of quitting, I simplified. Fewer sets, better quality, full recovery between sessions, and that's when it happened. Week 4 everything clicked. Representatives increased again. Movement felt lighter. My body finally caught up with the workload I had been forcing on it, and for the first time, it felt easy, not effortless, but controlled. That's the difference. That by day 30, the result wasn't just physical. Yes, I was stronger. Yes, I had more endurance. Yes, there was visible change. But the real result, consistency, became automatic. No negotiation. No overthinking, just action, and that's what most people miss when they start something like this. It's not about push-ups, it's about proving to yourself that you can show up even when you don't feel like it. Because that's where real progress happens, not on day 1, not when motivation is high, but on day 5, day 10, day 20, when it gets repetitive, when it gets boring, When you start questioning why you even started, that's where the transformation started. Would I recommend doing push-ups every day for 30 days? Yes, but not for the reason you think, not for the chest. Not for the arms, for the habit, because once you build that, everything else becomes easier, and that's the real result no one talks about. If this actually helped you understand what's going wrong, then you already know what to do. And if you don't want to waste months making the same mistakes, subscribe. I'll save you the time.